March 24th, 2023 is a day that will go down in Mississippi state history as one of the worst tornado outbreaks ever. These tornadoes were so violent, they sucked up pieces of homes and trees that were actually visible on radar up to 30,000 feet in the air. While this was happening, I was live on YouTube tracking the storms. This is one of the more dangerous situations you'll ever find yourself in your entire life.
Ryan, I've got a complete demolished community. I need all hands on deck. Search and rescue ongoing. Folks are under rubble. We need all the help we can get here now.
It was like a movie. It was like a horror movie.
It was a noise you'll never forget it.
I mean, it was just a vibration and a roar that I cannot explain.
We've never seen anything to this magnitude ever.
And as soon as we started hearing those reports of significant damage, our community came together like never before. Meet the YALL Squad. In just under 4 hours, we were able to pull together over $100,000 to try to get some immediate relief to those in need. So guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end my stream. I'm gonna get to work. We're gonna make something happen. We're gonna change some lives. We're hopefully gonna make this situation just a little bit less bad. And once again, it's all thanks to you. We're on our way to one of the towns that was destroyed by a tornado. We've stopped here to get tens of thousands of dollars worth of supplies to hand out once we get there. We're gonna fill this trailer up with everything you could possibly need after a tornado. You need to be thoughtful. Chandler, be more thoughtful with what you're grabbing. So the idea is to fill all of our buggies. Dream Team, YALL Squad shows up.
Oh, we wrecked.
That was good.
From there, we still had a 10-hour drive to actually get to Mississippi, but there were already several storm chasers on the ground helping people from the moment the tornado lifted.
We see it coming in. I watch it drop in the field right in front of me south of town, and you just seen it going straight for this town.
We pretty much knew our chase was over at that point. It was time to go help people.
We just come into town and my heart, it sank.
We looked to our right and it was just total devastation.
Everything's rubble. People are running around. You hear nothing but screaming for help. You hear kids crying.
I grabbed my med bag and Jaden grabbed his chainsaw and flashlight and we just took off.
You got to stop and help. I mean, there's no other help. You are the help. You are the first responder at that point.
Once we saw the destruction, we just knew it was going to be worst case scenario.
And I knew this town's going to need help, not just today, not just tomorrow, but weeks, months, and years ahead.
When we finally arrived in Mississippi, we unloaded the trailer at a community resource center, and then we went and met up with the storm chasers to immediately fill that trailer up again. This time, on top of essential supplies, we bought grills, coolers, food, and drinks so that we could open an outdoor kitchen to give out free meals to anyone that was hungry.
We should be able to feed thousands of people over the next week or so just with this equipment. Chris, do we need a toaster?
No.
Okay, these guys were putting up this and we said we'll just take the whole pallet. Whenever you eat, you get thirsty too.
And since this happened right before Easter, we got some Easter baskets too so that we can hand those out to the kids.
The YALL Squad has shown up.
Partnered up with a nonprofit called Patriots to produce over 2,000 free meals per day for the entire duration of our trip. In total, we gave out nearly 10,000 free meals.
We're happy to have the assistance of the YALL Squad. We are so impressed with the delivery and the generosity displayed by Ryan. Super effective. We're thrilled to be a part of it.
Oh, this one's a little bit bigger. If my brother got that and I got this one, I get mad. Yeah, you don't want them fighting over them. This right here? Oh, he's gonna love it.
While we were handing out all this food, we got a chance to talk to a lot of the locals. And something almost all of them said to me was they did not hear the tornado sirens before the storm hit. And it just so happened that I brought over 500 of these NOAA weather radios with me, so I just started handing those out for free.
Did y'all get hit by the tornado?
My house was right there behind that.
Did you hear the tornado sirens?
No.
If you got this in your house, you don't need the tornado sirens. It's like You know how a smoke detector works? This is like that, but for a tornado. You plug it in the wall, or it can run off batteries. And whenever there's a tornado warning, it goes beep, 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 beep. And that way you know.
I need that.
So there you go.
Thank you, bro. Y'all are anxious. I remember that.
We took the rest of the radios along with some more generators and other supplies to the local fire departments so they could pass them out to anyone else who may need them.
The stuff that y'all brought today, what we'll do with it, we'll take it to the distribution center we have established through our EMA director.
Yeah, we'll get out and we'll get them passed out through the community.
People who need this stuff, we'll make sure it gets to where they need it.
And maybe that would give them a little sense of ease. You know, not depending on the siren, you know.
One of the fire departments that we visited was a volunteer station, and it was heavily damaged. So we decided to try and help them rebuild.
Behind us is the Rolling Fork Volunteer Fire Department.
We had a little major damage to our station. We're gonna try and get everything back in order, because we got to protect the equipment.
I don't know if you know about the YALL Squad, but we've all come together and we've decided we're gonna try to help out as much as we can. We're gonna give you guys $15,000.
Well, this will be a big help and we appreciate it. Who got a cell phone and send me this and I'll post it on Facebook? Yeah, hey, look, hey, you send it to my number. Somebody that got my number, I know she got it.
We're gonna give you a real one too.
Okay.
Over the next few days, we just walked around looking at the damage and tried to help any way that we could. This was some of the worst tornado damage any of us had ever seen. The specific spot we were in experienced high-end EF4 damage, with estimated wind speeds of over 170 miles per hour. Houses were cleared off their foundations, trees were debarked, and this water tower was pulled out of the ground. While surveying the damage, we met Sierra Dennis. She, along with several members of her family, lost everything in the tornado.
Out of all of our relatives that lived here, we had about, I want to say about 40 plus people. Only 4 of our houses are still standing. This empty lot, that was my uncle's house. The blue car that's wrapped around that tree is actually his car. It was beside it was on the other side of my house. That pile back there behind this tree, that's my house. I was born here, raised here. Now I live here with my daughter. So now that there is no here, it's rocking a lot of us. We cried from sorrow and then we also cried from gratitude, because even with the people that were trapped here, they came out with minimum injuries. It could have been so much worse.
First of all, thank you for sharing your story, and I'm sorry this happened to you. Nobody's going to be able to make it go back to normal, ever. But I would love to give you $10,000.
You want to give me how much? Are you serious?
Yeah, absolutely. You need more, but we're going to give you $10,000 from the YALL Squad. We've come together to try to help people out. That's no problem. That's no problem.
Oh, and I have been doing so well. I hadn't cried all day. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go down here and cry.
You got me crying.
Thank you.
After that, we stumbled across what used to be the local animal shelter, and one of the board members offered to share his story.
In your mind, you prepare for what you feel like bad is. And when you get here, bad is just completely something that you never could have imagined that it was. We didn't recognize anything because nothing that was here was still here. You know, we had very little hope that there was any animal alive that was in the shelter. The crazy thing is we were able to locate all 8 of our dogs alive and well. You know, you see it. You know, how does anything survive this?
So what you're seeing behind me and really all around me is what used to be the animal shelter. So obviously there's a lot of work to be done, but the YALL Squad wants to do whatever we can to help out. So we're going to give you $15,000 today if that's going to help out.
That is incredible. Thank you, Sam.
No problem.
Man, you never know how much we appreciate your support in a time where we've lost everything. Y'all have really helped us keep our hope. Thank you.
At this point, we were exhausted. I had a hilarious sunburn, and we were all ready to just sit down for a second. But there was one more stop I just had to make. This is the Williams family. They were actually watching the stream when the tornado hit, and their story is incredible.
Where's she at? Absolutely.
That's all I've wanted to do is hug your neck because you were the only warning that we had.
This is a live view from storm chaser Chris Hall, who is just south of Rolling Fork in Mississippi.
She needed me to turn on TV, turn on the PlayStation, put on YouTube so we can watch Wild Hall.
Anytime you see a storm like this is not one you want to mess around with.
And you kept going back to that storm and you were like, man, it's wanting to do something.
We've got to watch out for a potential tornado trying to form here as it moves up towards Cary and Rolling Fork.
Hey Ryan, tornado warning coming up for the storm in Lake Providence.
Brad Arnold, once again, the tornado sniffer, has sniffed out the tornado before it even forms here near Lake Providence, Mississippi.
You were like, no, this is on the ground and it's huge.
There is a monster tornado on the ground here. It's dark, you can't hardly see it. There is big time debris coming up into the sky now.
And then Chris was screaming, huge wedge tornado on the ground, heading straight to Rolling Fork.
This is looks like a pretty significant tornado with lightning flashes. Oh yeah, big tornado on the ground.
We can see, we just got a good flash.
In the middle of Chris talking, I was running to the hall.
You have to run, not walk. You do not have much time. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm telling you this because this is
this tornado
huge,
warning has been upgraded.
Dangerous tornado.
We all got up huddled in the hallway with the mattress over us.
When everything exploded, I could feel the wind go in and then suck back out.
And I was scared. I was yelling.
And I was smelling mud, debris being thrown through our hallway.
And I was hearing stuff being written.
You just kind of close your eyes at that point. You're just like, oh God, what is fixing to happen? You think, this is it.
This is going through the town of Rolling Fork right now. All we can do is hope for the best for these people.
I mean, it was just a vibration and a roar that I cannot explain.
And I said, oh God, the roof is gone. We need to get out.
I guess it went on for about a minute or so.
It stopped. Almost felt like a dream, like, is it really over? I saw the front of our house and I was like, our house is gone. The roof is gone. Our room is gone. I could see the sky.
So, first of all, I'm so glad that you guys are okay. It's overwhelming to be here right now because what you just told me is why I have dedicated my life to this. You guys are familiar with the channel. We've got the YALL Squad. You got a long ways to go before this will be back together, and I can't help you get 100% of the way there, but I would love to give you guys $10,000.
Whoa.
If you'll take it.
What?
It's just yours, no questions asked, no red tape. You can do whatever you need to with it. You're part of the YALL Squad. You know why we do this.
I owe you my children's lives. Thank y'all.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
There's no words. There's no words. We appreciate it.
I was so amazed that people came to rush for us and help us.
It's crazy how much love has been shown to us. Every time I look up, I'm receiving a call asking what we need, what can they do.
This is devastating, but the love and support and compassion is just awe-inspiring.
It's very emotional to realize how many people care about you that don't have any relation to you, they don't have any ties to you.
You're fixing to see a group of people come together and pull their bootstraps up and get stuff done.
It's been an incredible experience for us to see just how many people just love other people.
You can replace everything, but you can't replace us.
We were able to actually make a big difference in Mississippi thanks to y'all. And while we were making this video, even more towns were hit by tornadoes. So if you'd like to see us continue to do stuff like this, please share this video and slap that like button because 100% of the ad revenue generated from this video will be going back towards the YALL Squad, which is officially in the process of becoming a 501c nonprofit organization. We can't stop tornadoes, but together we can make the aftermath just a little bit more tolerable for the people who have to start all over. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.